Grace.
Thank you. For Wall Street Media, this is Marley. I'm here with Doug, and we'll help you make money in the stock market with information you can't get anywhere else.
All kinds of super cool exclusive stuff, man. From SunTrust in Atlanta.
I have two
Tyler, MacArthur, bringing good stuff.
Two good guys hanging out in Georgia.
Yeah.
Good Tyler's family.
Yeah. And what do we have? We've got the first guy is from Princeton, Heartland.
From Princeton, Heartland. Yep, we love Princeton. We have Robert Baldwin Jr. He's the CFO of Heartland Payment Systems. Their ticker is HPY. Discusses the importance of their sales model and its benefits. Here it is.
At our competitive advantages, the first thing that comes to people's mind is our sales model. Heartland's sales model is unique in our industry. It is a model that was designed back in the 90s and has been essentially unchanged since then. And critically, when we measure a sale in only one way, which is the margin install. And that is an estimate of what gross profit we will show on that merchant in their first year of processing, after deducting the processing costs that will incur to handle their transactions, and on a dollars per month basis, the service center cost. So we make a projection of the revenue, and then we deduct those costs, and we know what our third-party costs are. We know our internal costs. We apply them to them and come up with margin, which for a typical account is about $1,100 of annual margin. And our deal with our sales force is we have an economic split of that margin. And the split, and I'll show you graphically in a little while, but goes that we give the sales organization as a whole approximately 100% of the first year's margin. Then in ensuing years, we give them 26% and we keep 74%. And we'll show how that plays out to our economics. But the important thing is that I think we're measuring sales correctly. We don't care about the volume the merchant is going to do. We don't care what the name on the store is. What we care about is the economic value after covering our costs, our direct costs of adding that account. And then we share it with our sales force so that we can empower our sales force to make the pricing decisions. If they price a deal with low profitability, they won't bring home much money. And so by being because they are commission-only salesperson, if they don't sell, they don't bring home any money. Now, at the same time, we also broke with industry norms by going to a W-2 workforce. We had independent contractors before. We did not like the lack of control that implied. We did not like that they could sell for other players in our industry, which you're not allowed to under labor laws preclude if someone's a 1099 for you. So in 1999, we went to an all W-2 workforce. It has some real expenses to us. We have benefits for our salespeople and payroll taxes and all that, but we think it's well worth it to achieve the kind of quality control that we insist on. We will fire someone if they're acting badly toward their merchant. So we have this amalgam thing where we have the strong incentives of a commission-only system, but also the controls of a W-2 workforce, which is unique in our industry and has been a key to our success.
All right. I have to confess, I am not a corporate geography wizard, right? That's not my trivia hobby. We were talking about, you said perhaps they were in Wisconsin. I thought they were in
Wisconsin because they have a W-2 workforce, but they're in beautiful Princeton. So.
Yeah, and do you know what? Perhaps they pay them on a draw.
Well, that was the only thing we came up with.
And, that works for salespeople, right? You know, and so it's neat. I just didn't know how they put it together.
I still don't know. If you know, click feedback and let us know because we're kind of curious.
Yeah, but he seems happy and they seem to have a good, solid business, right?
And, keeping the right people on for the right reasons.
Got a dividend, 1.6% dividend.
God loves dividends.
Up 2.5% today, right? God bless them. Super
really
good, solid
if you
business.
Want to see the entire
we have kept these guys often.
Yeah, all the time. If you want to see their entire presentation, you can go to wsw.com/webcast/strh19. I have one more video for you. A really interesting one.
This is a good one, right?
Really interesting one. We have John Keys. He's the CFO of Urban Outfitters. Their ticker is URBN. Explain their new brand, Terrain, and its concept. It's a garden center. Terrain will be launched at the end of this month. Here's the video.
The fourth brand, Terrain, is a garden center which doesn't open until the end of this month and is very unique and different from any of our other concepts. Some people have expressed some concern about that being so different. We're very excited about it. We think it could be an absolute home run. For the next 3 years, it'll be kind of immaterial to the business. It'll probably cost us a couple $1 million a year. but our vision is that, we are going into the garden center market, which is an $80 billion market at this point. We're going to target the upscale baby boomer, which is the largest and most affluent segment of the market. And the upscale baby boomer today is actually spending more money in his retirement years than he did when he was working, because he now not only has money, but he has time. And so we think this could be a home run. Our first store will open in Concordville, PA, by the end of April. It is on a 10-acre site, so there's growing plants, there are indoor and outdoor furniture, there are pottery, antiques, many things that really kind of position the brand to be unique and create a real shopping experience for the garden center customer. The garden center market, the $85 billion, is really 35% dominated by Home Depot and Lowe's. The balance is all individual, fragmented individual operators. No one's tried to put a group together to really have an impact on that market. So we're pretty excited about it. We put together a fabulous team. We took possession of the facility February 29th. In Philadelphia, annually, they have a flower show that is one of the largest in the world. 250,000 people come to it. Local garden centers spend 6 months getting ready for it. We had 4 to 6 weeks. We won Best of Show. We won People's Choice. Won all the major awards. So the team is good, and I think the garden center is going to be phenomenal. My vision over the course of time is that it'll probably be a 50-store chain, and this is over a 10-year period, probably doing $20 million a store. But we haven't proven that yet. So for the next 3 years, you can anticipate I'll lose a couple million a year on it. Some of the garden center folks think we'll make money much quicker than that. That may be true, but I'm not planning it at this point.
What a cool idea. You liked that, right?
I really liked it. I thought we were watching the wrong video at first, but then when I went to Google, I kept looking at Doug for confirmation he's not offering anything. We didn't have any idea. I was just in their store, and it looked great in terms of their spring line, but I had no idea they were coming out with this. But it's really unique.
And they bought Steyer's. I know Steyer's. They were by me in Pennsylvania. I used to get apples at Steyer's. And apparently other people liked the idea quite a bit today because they're up 5.3% for the day.
Well, it's unique.
And you know what? Let me tell you.
You're going to pick. I know.
I'm going to tell. Piper Jaffray, who are a second-rate outfit, don't work with us. I remember talking to the woman. She was grouchy and not very smart, which is a bad combination, right? They webcast rap music instead of CEOs. We webcast the CEOs, and they actually were able to hear him today, and people liked him. They're up 5.3%. Piper Jaffray downgraded them 6 days ago, and when they were at $30 a share. They're at $33 a share today. That looks like an upgrade to me, and I'm probably going to add 10% in 6 days, right? That's not a bad old return. And 2 of the days are on the weekend. So I like it. You like the concept.
We're gonna add them. I like the concept. I'm going to pull the knife out.
We do 20,000 a year of these, and I don't actually buy all 20,000 or say I'm going to. And we think the value of the show is that you can actually see that we do that. Follow it for free on Covester.com. We bring you a highlight like this, fascinating. The guy looks like he's very confident,
very confident
about it to work, has it well in hand.
And what they're doing.
Right, and they have a good track record with their other businesses. They're at a 52-week high, despite everybody trying to downgrade them or downplay their market. You were there earlier today.
I was just there. They had such a good spring stock. I didn't have time to shop because I had to come to work.
Yeah, but okay. You weren't bothered by any downgrades or any bad talk about them. And they're at a 52-week high, right? They're up 10% in 6 days since Piper Jaffray downgraded them.
Everybody that was like us that had no idea that Terrain was coming out, it's unique in that they're trying to compete with Home Depot, which is your typical, walk through the sliding glass doors. You're in a cement paradise of mulch and potted plants, and you're in a big fence box. They're going to have leather sofas and a coffee shop. It's going to have a much more retail, if you will, feel to it, but they're going to sell the same products.
Well, you know what I
mulch,
think?
Flowers.
I'm based on like management and their track record, right?
They have
and
a
these
great
guys,
track record.
these guys have a great track record. We like them. You know, I'll add them to the Covester portfolio.
I think a lot of our
so you can
viewers
see
hold
that.
Urban because people write in sometimes about Urban. We cover
Yeah,
them
when
quite
we're
a
talking
bit.
about the retail.
Yeah, so if you
right?
hold them or have been
Click the
holding them,
feedback
click
button
feedback,
and
let us
tell
know,
us.
or if you're going to buy them as well.
Yeah, and what do you think about Terrain? I thought it sounded great.
We think it's a great idea.
We like it.
I thought it was great.
Yep, click the feedback, let us know.
If you want to watch the entire presentation, you can go to wsw.com/webcast/strh19. Well, that's all we have today from SunTrust. We're here every day at Wall Street Media. You can find us at wsmco.com. Thanks for joining us.